As one of the 11 factions involved in Nod Krai's story, Hexenzirkel is relatively mysterious compared to the Favonius and the Fatui, although we've seen them in the teaser. The last time we actually met them was back in version 5.6, where we helped Albedo and Durin. Before that, it was as far as the Windbloom of version 3.5. Have you already forgotten about the capabilities of those ladies? Let's open the storybook of the mages again, and learn about these old friends that we'll soon meet again. First of all, Alice, codename A, the mage we all know too well. But what you don't know is, her title is almost as long as Daenerys Targaryen, Great Adventurer of the Realms, Dodo King, Defender of Old Mondstadt, author of the Teyvat Travel Guide, originator of the Kujurai art, Temari Jutsu, supplier to the renowned Lord Sanjima Bay, founding member of Hexenzirkel, Mage A, and lastly, the most known title, mother of the most adorable Klee. These titles make great conclusions of the personality and capability of Alice. As the author of the Teyvat Travel Guide and Great Adventurer of the Realms, Alice have left his footprint all over Teyvat, like blasting the old Mondstadt ruins to make it more ruined, helping Aliu and Milila cure his stutter, making him can't help but constantly imitate everyone he comes across. She also got young Ye Miko drunk on Inazuma's banquet, blasted Kuju Sarah's wings when experimenting on bombs in her lab. There are even more trivia about her in Teyvat. Not only that, she even came to our planet Earth and taught Barbara about our idol culture, told Klee stories about dinosaurs, and even brought a certain Colonel's nuggets to Teyvat. The reason why Dory can get her hands on all kinds of goods is because Alice is touring the whole world and beyond to find good stuff for her. Aside from Alice, the other mage we're familiar with is Mage B, Mona's teacher, Barbalov, as the Trice Majestic astrologist. She's the first one to tell us that the sky of Teyvat is fake. Although to be precise, she told her student Mona to tell us in the event quest of version 1.1. Other than that, her appearance is mostly in Mona's complaints, until version 5.6, when she and Alice made a trial for Albedo and Traveler. That's the first time we met her, although it's her Dodoko form. Speaking of Albedo, we must mention Majar, Albedo's mother, or creator, Rhindaughter. According to Venny's comments, whether it's from the perspective of alchemy or morality, Rhindaughter is quite crazy. After all, it can be said that Rhindaughter is directly responsible for the cataclysm 500 years ago. Many monsters created by her brought pain and suffering to this world. For example, during the Abyss, Dragon once invaded the Favonius, killing Rostan, the master of Favonius at the time, Signora's lover, and wounding Dvalin, causing him to descend into insanity 500 years later, and the beast Alinus, who destroyed the whole Fontaine navy. To this day, Fontaine's navy have yet to be rebuilt. Now, Rhindaughter have even devoured one of the 4 shades of heavenly principle, Nibirius, the ruler of life, replacing her and becoming the new ruler of life. It can be said that she's a terrifying person that can pay any price for his pursuit of truth and creation of life. The next one is Nicole, Mage N. Koyo has released her design, but we still don't know too much about her. All we know is, she's immune to Erminsel's tampering, and she's a guide that likes to talk directly into people's mind. She seems to not be able to speak through her mouth, which is why she has voice lines in Nod Krai's teaser. But she didn't open her mouth. Our first encounter with her is after Scaramouche changed history with Erminsel. She suddenly talked into our mind, telling us to trust our own memory. The second time was in Fontaine, when we didn't know what to do with the destruction and the prophecy. She spoke in our mind again, telling us that even the gods have places they cannot see. The last time we saw her is probably in Luna 1, when we were collecting data about Rerir. Someone guided us to the clues by moving the books, and when the Kuvaki cannon lost control, they protected Hissy Island with a shield, while the unprotected Fatui base had to face the barrage. The one that did all these is probably Nicole. From the teaser, the place she was in is actually Hissy Island. We know very little about the last 3 mages. Anya M., Anders' daughter, Mage N. She was just an ordinary mortal, but she's incredibly good at creating stories. The Boar Princess, a children's story we can find in version 1.0, was written by her. Also, the Wonderland of Simulanka in version 4.8 was created based on her story. She have already passed away now, but the world of Simulanka she left behind helped us turn the evil dragon Durin into Mini Durin, giving him a second chance of life. As she said herself, her lifespan doesn't allow her to accompany her mage friends for long, but the story she left behind can always be at their side, even for their children. The other one is Ivanovna N., Mage J. All we know is that she's the first mayor of Snezhnaya and the second mortal to join the Hexenzirkel. and that she already has a successor, the Sneznaya girl Scarlet, in the event quest of 3.4, Windbloom's Breath. But just like Anders' daughter, Ivanovna is already deceased, and we don't really know more about her. Lastly, we have Octavia, codename O. At first, she was only mentioned in the book The Little Witch and the Undying Fire. There wasn't even a place for her on the table of the mages. But we know from this book that her home planet was destroyed and she's wandering among the stars. In the last of version 5.6, this crystal ball Venny gave us was made by Mage O. It's also the key to Miliastra Wonderland, where we need to explore to find out more about her, since it's said that there are many stories sealed by Octavia in Miliastra Wonderland. This is everything we know about the Hexenzirkel so far. In fact, there are only 7 mages that's mentioned now, but according to the Hexenzirkel teaser, there are actually 8 of them. Who's this mysterious mage? Maybe we can only find out in future versions. That is all for this video. If you are interested in more Hexenzirkel secrets or Teyvat stories, subscribe to my channel for more Genshin lore content. I'll see you in Teyvat.